I was thinking about motorcycles the other day.
Don't turn on me.
Then I saw like 800 different videos pop up on my feed about these people who their lives were just destroyed because they got like freaking their arm chopped off or like something like have like skin grafts all the way down their body because they fell
because they were having the time of their life.
They fell and skid like 150 feet, so the clothes like burn off because the sliding on the road, and then burns off like all your skin and flesh and crap.
Okay, question.
I'm never getting on a motorcycle.
Okay.
More of the story.
Chill, whatever. Everything's fake online.
I saw it once.
So what one?
I saw a man after a motorcycle crash.
Burned off?
I was driving by and he had his arm wrapped up in a t-shirt and it was just red.
Look. People die in car crashes. I saw what apparently wasn't a midget get hit by a car and he was just walking.
Mm-hmm.
So things can happen.
Things can happen, but you can do things to be safe.
Here's my question.
Safer.
If you were in an accident like that where you slid and it like burned your leg and stuff, but it like burned where your butt was out, do you think in such an intense moment you would still be worried about like covering your butt up?
Where your butt was out?
Like if you slid and it burned the butt of your pants off.
It's not just about you being worried, oh, now I don't have these pants to wear. It's that now your
I'm
butt
saying
is
like
also
someone's
burned
going to
off.
see your butt. Would you worry about that in such an intense situation, or do you think you'd be so like, I just need to survive?
They're not really seeing your butt. They're seeing just inside your butt.
Red cheeks. No, okay. So if you slid in such a way where like
this is a crazy
maybe
start
you
to the
got a
pod.
leg burned right here, but it also burned the seat of your pants off. So both fully intact butt cheeks are out, but this part of your leg is burned. Would you be worried about like covering that and dealing with that, even though people are seeing your bare butt?
I mean, cops are definitely like immediately coming.
Do you know what I'm
to you
saying?
with a
Sometimes
towel.
I think about like, in a less butt scenario, I've thought before, like I'm drinking coffee in an open Yeti in my car. And I think, what if I like got in a wreck or rear-ended somebody? So I just wrecked my car, but also now there's coffee all over the interior of my car. Am I worried about the coffee because my car is damaged now? Or does the coffee become irrelevant because I got in a car crash, which is a bigger deal? Sometimes I think I'd still be like, I got coffee all over these buttons.
Well, yeah. I mean, just because it's a bigger deal doesn't mean it's still
Even
like
though your legs burned, you still don't want people
no,
seeing
that's
your bare
different
butt.
scenario. Different. You can't just change up scenarios on me like
I've thought about that too in like,
The butt thing?
no, not the butt thing.
Welcome back to the pod. The butt
Episode
thing.
45. Please like and subscribe. We're on our way. Megan, go ahead.
Like if I'm like getting out of the shower in the shower, and I think if someone like broke into the house and I need to like get out of the house,
Yeah, I've thought that.
how important is it that I
Put clothes on.
put clothes on
At this point,
or dry off?
hold on. At this point, I've thought about someone breaking into my house so many times. There's no way I wouldn't be prepared. There's no way. I've thought
Are you
about
putting
it
clothes
in
on?
every scenario. In every scenario, because I'm just always growing up. That was like one of my biggest fears. Now I don't really fear it as much, but like you said, I'm just like you think about it at random times, shower thoughts, whatever. Think about it, dude. There's no way I wouldn't be prepared at any spot in my house. I've thought, what if somebody was after me right now? What if somebody broke into my house?
I'm kind of hyper aware like that too.
Yeah.
The thing that you have to juggle about these ideas is, do I risk 5% of not surviving if it's a burnt, maybe someone doesn't break in, maybe I notice that the house is on fire and I have to get downstairs. Every 5 seconds that I stay here increases my chances of getting caught in a burning house. If I take 30 seconds, 20 seconds, put a pair of pants on and then go, my chances of dying go up. But if I just go right now, my chances of surviving are higher, but then all my neighbors see me fully naked.
Yeah.
Or just grab a towel.
Yeah.
That's
I
a good
agree.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Same
I
thing
thought.
with,
All the
like,
towels are on fire.
Same thing with like the cop. Like I feel like if you just got your butt burned off, like
No, thigh burned off, but
butt
is
exposed, thighs
intact.
burned off, like first thing that cop is doing is walking over to you with a towel or something, like a sweatshirt in his back of his
title.
trunk. Nah, chill.
Butt exposed, thighs burned off.
Burnt thigh.
Burnt thigh, exposed butt.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Exposed,
I just think you're never going to be
burnt eye
prepared.
equals exposed butt.
Yeah. Motorcycle crash butt cheeks. Cheeky crash.
It's a
That's
cheeky crash.
That's the
Yeah.
the newspaper headline.
I think this is a good segue though. To get into some. It is.
Can't wait.
To get into some more would you rather's because I think we've been enjoying them. We talked about that, and I feel like we're kind of in the would you rather realm already with you kind of talking about it.
Yeah, I feel it.
Earlier today, I went down a little Reddit like rabbit hole.
Okay.
Can kind of get a little weird. Before I give you a would you rather, I'm gonna just show you what I saw. Well, not show you, but tell you. So this is the kind of stuff you're gonna find on Reddit. I'm sure, obviously, people know what Reddit is and they've been on it. But just going down this line, this was actually only 3 days ago. So these people are active. This is one of the first ones I saw. Would you rather eat strange red berry or sleep in cave with big spiders? First of all, a lot of questions to that would you rather. Second of all, people answered. And like a lot of people. And most of them was eat strange red berry.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. What? What do you mean? Well, yeah, that's just so random. You don't know what the red berry is. And if the red berry is going to kill you, I'd rather sleep in a cave with spiders.
And the spiders are going to kill you? The spiders, there's imminent danger. The berry,
Spiders
it could be
aren't
a
after
raspberry.
humans. Spiders are just after you to kill you.
No.
But you're voluntarily
Now, when
eating
I
a
think
red
sleep in
berry?
a cave with a large red spider. Large spider.
Thought you were
Got
going to say
my
a large
wires
red
crossed.
berry.
Sleep in a cave with a large red berry. Or eat a tiny, strange
we got
spider.
M titles flying off the shelves right now.
No. I think of one time we were in Macy's, and I've never seen the Lord of the Rings movies, but they were on like
Me either.
I think it was Macy's, maybe a Macy's home, and they had like a TV stand with a large TV on it, and they were playing like movie clips to like show off the TV, whatever. And they had a Lord of the Rings clip on, and as we walked by, I was a young kid. It was a scene where this large spider creature that I think has a name like Aragon or something in the movies. It's a weird name. I don't know.
Are you talking about Harry Potter
No.
or Lord of the Rings?
I might be thinking, but
'Cause
this one also. Anyways,
That's Harry Potter.
Elijah, not Elijah Craig. That's a whiskey. Whatever the actor's name is, he's like walking. This crazy big spider comes out and bites him in the back, and he just starts foaming at the mouth. And
Nice.
that's what I think of.
So-
When I think of that, it kind of like stuck
I mean,
with me.
so yeah, you're with a lot of people there. The majority was eat strange red berry. I feel like the grammar's slightly off, which I think kind of threw me off originally as well.
100%.
But also the comments are what you'd think, but a couple of them are kind of weird. First one is sleep in the cave, period. That'd be quite fun, period. Next one is what exactly is in the red berry? Granted, or that's like
Valid.
Obviously, yeah, valid. Do the spiders taste like chicken? It just goes on. But I think the main point I wanted to get at is do people think of Reddit as like a normal social media? And I'm just not on that wave.
I feel like
Who's spending their time doing this?
I'm not a Reddit person.
Are there Reddit people?
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know that.
I had a buddy.
I thought it was just like a.
Yeah,
oh, I have a
my,
One of my
question.
close friends' brothers was always a big Reddit guy, and he would. They were always like they have like a better than you mentality in terms of when it comes to social medias. Like if you see something on Instagram, the Reddit community is going to be like, "Oh, we saw that 2 months ago. Like we were way ahead of you." And like Reddit is deep in terms of like the threads you can go down. Obviously, as you found, not always the most grammatically correct, but
Yeah,
there's a ton on
Yeah,
there.
it was as a developer in the computer geek community, Reddit is very popular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just only been on Reddit when it's like I have a question, and that's like the only place that the question has been asked
Yeah.
or something online. Anyway, we can get to some would you rathers. Like you'd appreciate a lot of the would you rathers were abbreviated to WYR. So they would just say WYR and then the question.
I do love a good acronym.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The first one I have here, I have two because I wanted to have two solid ones.
Okay.
Second one I'm very excited about. First one is, would you rather read minds or see 3 seconds into the future? Do you have a quick answer on this?
Yes.
Which one is it?
3 seconds is not long enough, dude. I need to read minds.
I would disagree. And that's why I wanted to ask this question because I knew you'd say that.
2, 3.
Dude, that's enough to save someone's life right there.
No, by the time I
No.
finish seeing the vision, the 3 seconds is up and the car has
Okay,
hit
well,
me.
you're thinking of it as a vision. I wasn't thinking of it as a vision. I guess it depends on. See, this is how would you rather is always like
You
go
think
down 100
time
different
stands
rabbit
still
holes.
while you're seeing it?
Not even stand still, but like I can still be in my everyday life and like see something that's about to happen. Like I can be having a conversation with you and then like
No, but like see what's
subconsciously-
about to happen. Like you're watching it. Like watch what's about to happen. It's going to take you about 5 seconds. No,
No, I think that's what you're
you go
saying.
like this.
No, there's not a vision. There's not a vision.
And then it happens. And
then
it's
it
too late.
I think if the freeze,
And then you say, I knew that was about to happen. And people are like, you knew that was about to happen? And you still let that hit her?
I wouldn't.
And you
let it
say,
hit
well, I
her.
only had 3 seconds.
Well, you're like,
who is
I
she?
had 3 seconds
Who
and the
is
whole
she?
vision took me 5. I'm
Who is
actually
she?
2 minutes late.
Who is she?
Seconds.
Who is she?
Who is she?
Yeah, who is she?
You're
a
probably
person
probably one
who
of our
died.
mammals.
What did you just?
Probably somebody's,
Okay.
probably somebody's mammal.
Okay. If it's my grandma, I'm not letting it hit her.
No, you're just like, hold on, Grandma, I'm having a vision.
Nope.
You open
See,
your
that's the
eyes,
problem.
Grandma's been hit for 2 seconds.
It doesn't say vision. It does not say vision. I can just see what's going to happen 3 seconds into the future.
How do you know what's the future and what's now then?
Because
If you're seeing both at the same time, this
superpower.
doesn't make any sense.
Step
You'd be
back.
better
You
off
can
to
read
say time
minds.
stood
It's
still.
my superpower.
Yeah. I can read minds and I can tell that not even you think this makes sense.
Nah, it makes sense. Anyway,
I just
thought-
think reading minds, I could tell if the bus driver over there was thinking, oh shoot, I've lost control. We're about to hit them. And then we could get out of the way.
How far does the mind reading reach?
I think it's wherever I'm looking. So I'd always be kind of
Just anybody in
okay.
that
He's just
direction?
first
yeah,
person
Blake's making
this
up his own
way.
rules.
could be county over. Do what?
I said you're making up your own rules.
I would like to look at my dog sometimes and know what he's thinking. I think
Yeah.
he's got something wrong with
Yeah,
him.
Yeah,
that guy's
maybe
an
just
idiot.
only read
What'd you say?
animal minds.
Oh, you heard me, and you called me an idiot earlier today. So
I would
try to-
never call me an
Oh,
idiot.
okay.
My boy?
Okay. Don't try to call me now. Megan, do you have an answer to that? Would you like to answer it?
I would probably say the mind reading thing
Okay.
too, because I think 3 seconds is not long enough.
3 seconds isn't long enough, dude.
I think it just depends on how you see it. Because I wasn't thinking it as like, oh, it's a vision that I have to sit here and watch.
Yeah, but you would have been better
Even
off
if
to
you
say
don't
time
have to
stood
sit.
still while
I
you
see
did
it as
that.
like a 3 seconds to realize it's happening and then react.
Also, if you couldn't react fast enough, say you can't make up your mind and then it still happens, you would feel bad because you're like, I knew that was going to happen. I just freaking let that happen.
But if it's like far away from you, you didn't let it happen. It's just you knew it was going to happen and it happened. I'm thinking of more like things that are like within my reach.
Oh, okay. Like if you're about to spill something.
Yeah, or like if someone's about to like if I'm standing next to a person, they're about to get like hit by a passing car behind or something, I just pull them out of the way real quick.
But think about how often you look or like you have like a weird tension with somebody or an interesting interaction and you think like
That would be
you,
weird if it
you
was like,
overthink things and you think, did they just hate me now? Did I do something to them? And then you read into their mind and they're just like, no, like they're not thinking anything.
no.
And
See, I
you're
would hate
always
to know
playing into that.
what everybody's thinking
Yeah.
though. You
Right,
would
but
be
you
crushed.
probably think that they are like thinking bad things about you more than people actually are.
There's a thumbnail right there. We're both like this.
Man, we're getting good at this.
we're knocking them off. Okay, I'll go to the next
Like
one.
and subscribe or this magic fizzles.
I go to the. It will fizzle.
So many times I can say it this app.
Okay, this next one, I like this question a lot. It says, if you had to compete in one of these deadly competitions, which would you choose? The Maze Runner, The Hunger Games or Squid Games. Did you guys watch Squid Games?
I've only seen
Did not.
Hunger Games out of that, and maybe one of the
What?
Maze Runners.
You haven't seen the Maze Runner?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, dang, this question isn't going to be as good.
Hold on. So the Maze Runner,
I can kind of explain it a little
they're
bit.
more
without spoilers.
Wait, I've seen a little bit because they're outside the maze,
Dude,
No, they're
camp,
Maze Runner
right?
is such a good movie.
and they have to like go into the maze.
They live in the middle of the
in the
maze.
center of the maze, they're surrounded by
Oh,
this
yeah.
maze that are
There's like monsters
crazy
in the
tall
maze.
walls. And
but they're not trying to kill each other. The maze is trying to kill them.
Yes.
Well,
And then at the end, though, is that at the end?
There is a
where-
bully.
not well. No, if you get bit, if you get the infection.
Oh,
Oh, what the heck?
Just ignore that.
playing some video games?
Is it blinking? Like, do you have a?
No, I'd have to touch the monitor. I'd have to climb on.
Okay. Anyway, if you get the infection, if you get bit by the animal, don't you like turn into like
You
a
die.
zombie or something?
Is that's the one
Well, it's
where
not a
they
zombie, but it's like
make it? Spoiler alert. But is that the one where they make it out at the end and then they see that there's like someone controlling them in
Yes.
another thing, and
Yeah.
then it goes into the Scorch Trials?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think I've seen that, but it's been a long time. But I don't know that I've seen the next one.
okay. So that one,
Is that the one with the? Is the girl in it that used to date Aaron Rodgers?
I have
Or-
no
No,
clue.
no.
What's her name?
Shailene Woodley.
this is
but
like
she
a
is
huge
not
rabbit trail.
She's not in it. Okay.
Okay, the Maze Runner. Obviously, we all know Hunger Games, and then Squid Games is. I haven't watched it in forever, but it was that TV show on Netflix, and you basically start with a bunch of people, and then they all do deadly games until you get to one person. But the nice thing about Squid Games compared to the others is like the Maze Runner. When you get out, it was like a horrible world. So if we're thinking like in the future,
Yeah.
that's a different. It might make it a different question because Maze Runner is just like a dystopian society,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Hunger Games is also a dystopian society. But in Squid Games, if you out of like the whatever it was, thousands of people, if you win all the deadly games and get and be the last one, then you won like $5 billion or a crazy amount of money.
Oh, I would pick Hunger Games.
That's a wild pick.
I would pick Hunger Games for the format, not for my life after, because you win the
Right.
Hunger
Okay,
Games and
yeah.
you just go into a. But in terms of like me wanting to survive the game, I would pick Hunger Games.
Yeah, actually, I might agree with you. Actually, now that I was thinking it was wild at first, but if we're not talking about the future thing, I shouldn't have brought that in.
Like I don't like
Yeah.
like feeling like I'm like fighting the bigger machine to survive like I
Yeah.
am in this. Like there's stuff that's forced to trip
Like
me
you
up.
are in
I'm
what,
just
Squid Games?
no,
like
you're saying
Squid Games or Maze Runner.
Well, Squid Games, you're not doing that though. Squid Games, it was like you haven't seen any Squid Games.
well, like it's you.
What have you
like
seen
you're
from
competing
Squid
against
Games?
other people, but like the one where they're like, don't they have to like run and then stop when the thing turns around and it shoots them or something in one of the games?
Well, that
or
was
do
literally
whatever?
it's like literally like red light, green light, and
Red
then
light- yeah,
another one was
right.
like.
But
and
I'm
then-
just saying, like,
yeah, but one of them was like carve out this little cookie, and if the cookie breaks, then you die.
dude, you know why I've seen that? Mr. Beast did a video on that where the guy had to do it, or he like fell into this net or something.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
whatever.
no, that wasn't the cookie one, but that was another.
Oh, right. The cookie was like the final challenge.
Yeah, it was
But,
like super hard apparently.
anyways, like that, there's like uncontrollables there.
Yeah, I agree.
This is just
Hunger
like
Games might be the
you
pick.
could make alliances. You could also just be aggressive and just kill everyone else. Like
Hunger Games though, dude.
there's some
Imagine
killers in there.
because I'm always like, that's the thing. Like we're even bringing back to the callback to the like front of the ep. Someone comes in my house. The last thing I want is someone sneaking up behind me. I want to feel like, which is funny because you don't want to be cornered either, but I also want to feel like
He's right behind me, isn't he?
I also want to feel like I know, like I have eyes on everything. Dude, you're in the Hunger Games. You're literally just in a forest where killers are just can come.
Justice
from
is just always
360.
keeping his back to the edge of the map.
360. Yeah, what's the edge of the map? Isn't it like you
It's
get
like a
like
force
it's like a force
field,
field? Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just chill on that force field.
Yeah, except a callback. If you touch the force field, it sears your pants off like that. Like
Yeah.
a motorcycle burn. Bare
Yeah,
butt
well,
cheeks
I'm
are
not going to
exposed.
be. I'm not going to be searing my butt on the force field.
Just inching.
Your butt touched the force field, a big gong in the sky. like you died.
It's only Justice's butt. in
You
the sky.
sacrifice a little cheek just to get the gong so they think you're gone. Then you just hide.
What? The gong doesn't go off if you're not dead.
No, but if it touches your skin, it thinks it kills you. So you just sacrifice top layer of cheek, and then you get the gong.
And then you're like, okay, call back to the app. You're like, okay, well, if your butt's out, do you want to keep playing or do you care if they
You're like,
see
yo,
your
time out,
butt?
time out.
Give me some bands. Give me some bands.
I need a care package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan, what would you rather do?
No, I definitely choose Maze Runner because
Maze Runner.
no one's trying to kill me. First off,
Yeah, but you're also trying to kill them, so it would just be like, do you feel like you could
no
go up
one's
against somebody?
no one's trying to kill
No, okay,
anybody.
No, I'm saying in Hunger Games.
No, she's only saying that though because
I'm
she
saying
doesn't
in
have
Hunger
to be
Games,
a runner where
I don't have to be a runner.
she would just
Don't have
sit
to
in
go
there and
out in
do
the
nothing.
maze. I can farm. I can hang out.
Hey, well, guess what?
And
they
survive.
eventually, spoiler alert, click off. They eventually all have to run through to get
Yeah,
out,
I
and
know.
only like 12 of them make it.
Yeah, but more than one makes it.
Yeah, and guess
Yeah,
what?
but then
If you're
don't
not a
they get to
freaking
that
runner,
room
you're
and
not.
then the other guy
Only
turns evil?
one.
You're not
only
making
one
that.
makes it in Hunger Games and Squid Games. So
All right.
That is true.
Hey, can I show you
a
something
better
that I
chance of
saw?
survival.
But you come out to the freaking scorched world.
Yeah, but we
Disease.
said we weren't talking about the
Disease.
aftermath.
I saw this.
Hunger Games, you're a celebrity.
I saw this song
Squid
online.
Games, you're a billionaire. Sorry.
So we
What?
weren't talking about the aftermath.
I want to show you something that I saw this week.
Okay.
And it's a song that this girl wrote and performed. It's like a country song.
We're going to get copyrighted for this?
It's just like an Instagram post. And
Okay.
then you can tell me what you guys think of it.
Just got off work, called up my boy Gunner, said there's a bonfire, everybody and their mothers are coming. Tomorrow we'll have to recover all. Who's that now? I can tell by his muffler, it's a Jim. He's carrying a six-pack, new tat on his left arm and the American flag. Got all the wood in the world loaded up in the back, so we stack it up and we light the match. We've been waiting all week to fire it up, load all our pals up in our trucks and head to the backwoods for some fun. Sing Hank Williams Jr. till we see the sun. Our service round here is second to none. Don't have a drink, we'll get you one, and we'll kick you out if you make a fuss. Everything's better at the Redneck Nightclub.
All right. I thought that was sent to me. I actually thought, I'm not for like posting hate comments online. I actually thought that song was a joke. When she said, we load all the wood up in the back of the truck. I thought that was a joke, dude. But she
That was
released,
the part that you thought was a joke?
she released
I think
that
you were a
single,
couple other
almost the whole thing. Yeah, Jim got a crazy muffler. Now, I don't like hate comments. I don't
let's not-
condone it. Like and
let's not chill
subscribe.
your hate on this girl.
What'd you say?
So let's not just chill your hate on this girl.
I'm not, but I do. Some of the comments were getting me. First comment just says sending hate from Appalachia.
That's crazy. Appalachia.
Sending with just this emoji. Just saying sending hate from where you're at is almost the best way you can hate. She just comments thanks heart emoji like back to him.
Oh, let's go.
Someone says this pissed me off. It said, where is the bonfire? I would like to sacrifice myself.
That's crazy.
This is satire. They say you're amazingly and beautiful. Grammar was bad, but that's a nice comment.
It's always the ones that don't know how to talk.
I know. You're like, I finally got a real comment, but
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't want to keep reading these and just, pouring gasoline on the bonfire here, but
On the tail.
but yeah,
truck.
that's like a thing in country music, dude. Like someone said, do country people only do 4 things? That's like true.
No,
Every
yeah, for
country
sure.
song is just like dirt and pickups and cold beer.
Yeah. I saw a guy literally today. It's funny you say that. There was a video about a guy, which that people have done this 100 times, I feel like, but it was just like the thing where he was making a song, but like showing you how to make a country song. And like the lyrics were telling you like it's always about beer, it's always about this, always about this. And then like as he was doing it, he was always like, and it's only these 4 chords, and then you come down here, so you know the chorus is low. Or sorry, you know the chorus is about to end, and that's a country song. And he like kept, but it's like it really did sound like every country song when you were doing it.
Have you ever heard Country Song by Bo Burnham?
Oh, maybe not.
I'll have to play that for you after. But he's like, he's like
It's basically that. He's
cold
making
blue
fun of it.
jeans. Like,
Oh
he's
wait,
just like,
no,
then he's
wait.
just like,
I was thinking of the Parks and Rec thing when he's
just
on
like,
Parks
y'all
and Rec.
dumb mother ready for a key change. But it sounds like a legit country song.
Yeah, well, I mean, it goes to shit. Like you can, I don't know, the 4 chord thing with guitars. Like, what is it? It's like G, C, D, and E minor. I think
Yeah, you might.
it's you can make like you can basically play any song with those 4 chords. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that was the whole thing when Ed Sheeran got sued. That he was like, a lot of my songs are like just 4 chords in different ways. So the fact that you're suing me for using the same 4 chords that these other people used in the song, whatever. He just put out a thing where he was like on a boat going down a river, and he played like 12 minutes worth of his song mashups, only using the same 4 chords. It's pretty cool.
you knew it.
But no, Bo Burnham talks about like he keeps trying to like make out with his girlfriend in his truck, and it keeps being a scarecrow.
What?
It's like a joke in the country song that like his girlfriend keeps being like a scarecrow. He goes and tries to kiss her, and he like, puts his hands on her, and it's hay. You had to listen to it.
Yeah, I've not heard that for sure.
It's so funny.
I was looking at our ballots because we are going to be voting next week, tomorrow when this comes out. So go vote, everyone.
Go vote.
But-
Like and subscribe.
I was looking at because I wanted to see what the like.
If you're
other-
voting, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
If
Let us
you're
know you
voting
voted
for
by-
Kamala, like and subscribe. If
Subscribe.
you're voting for Trump, like and subscribe.
Here you go.
And I wanted to see what else was on the ballot because I obviously know that we're voting for president, but I wanted to see the other ones.
Let's get
And
political.
one of the things that we have to vote on where we live is about amending something with people that are allowed to vote. Like they're rewording it so that you have to be a citizen in the state of Kentucky to vote. Apparently that wasn't already a thing. I don't know. But it lists, so it says the following persons also will not have the right to vote. And then it says like, if you're convicted of treason, like stuff that I'd be like, okay, yeah. And then it says idiots and insane persons.
Nice.
That seems gray.
I just was like, I didn't know idiots was like a politically correct term.
Can someone be like?
It is for Trump.
Can someone say like, "Oh no, it's a fact. You're an idiot."
Apparently, it's in
You're
the Constitution.
diagnosed an idiot.
I'm sorry to tell you, sir, but we're diagnosing you as an idiot.
Dude,
That's how I read that. I didn't know that was like a
yeah. I don't know.
like they're
That's pretty
putting it
nice.
with insane though.
But
Yeah.
sir, he's an idiot. They're
What's
just like,
what's the line between idiot
medically?
and insane?
probably pretty thin. I don't know.
Give me a name. What's the line between idiot and insane? A
Like
name.
who?
Just give me a random name. Who's?
Brian.
Do you know Brian?
You said just give me a random name.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you who's an idiot?
No, I want you to tell me what's the line between idiot and insane.
You want me to do a Stephen
If it was a
Hawking
person,
kind of an idiot. I don't want to get. We'll stay out of the political realm.
Not just an idiot, between idiot
I would
and
say
insane.
an insane person would be like a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, we need the middle though.
Oh, so not a serial
Dude,
killer.
I've said it like 800 times.
What did he say?
He just wants someone in the
idiot
middle.
and insane.
I'm not understanding what
He
you
wants
want.
you to name a person
Yeah.
that is
Well, we
slightly
don't
an
have
idiot
to
and
do
slightly
it.
insane.
Oh, both.
Yes.
Are you just saying the candidates that are running?
No, I'm trying to think.
No, he's saying, "Oh, you want me to name someone
I was
that
going to
is
give
both."
you like both ends of the spectrum.
We don't have to do it. I was just trying to get like a quick random
I'm
like,
trying.
shot out of you. But anyway, that's crazy.
Maybe
Is
like
that-
Aaron Hernandez because he was slightly insane, but he was also kind of insane because he was an idiot from CTE.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah. Not really funny, but I'll give it to you.
Well, we're talking about like
I'm just kidding.
you name one.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was supposed to be like this long thing.
But long story short, idiots can't vote.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I feel like at times everyone can be an idiot.
I was
Yeah.
cracking up. I was listening to Trump on Joe Rogan's podcast this past week. And he was talking about whatever this guy was. His name was like Millie or something. He was like, whatever, head of military or something like that. But Trump does not like him, and he kept calling him stupid. But the way he was doing it was making me laugh so hard.
Calling him stupid?
Yes, he would just say, Millie, who's stupid. Every time he said the guy's name, he'd be like, so-and-so was there, so-and-so was there, Millie was there, who's stupid, and then so-and-so was there.
Gosh.
He just kept saying, literally
Goodness.
every time he said that guy's name, he would say, who's stupid, and then Millie's so stupid. He just kept saying that.
It's like, yeah. It's like if you were to just say, like, Voldemort, who shall not be named, but you're saying
He who's stupid.
he who's stupid.
Yeah. Crazy. Can I show you something that I saw? It was sent to me this evening. We're just past Halloween. We're just on the other side of it. These Halloween decorations in these yards have got to chill.
How so?
What's your stance on, like, when you have a house, are you going to put stuff out in the yard for Halloween?
I don't think so, but I don't necessarily have a problem with it. Like, I don't know if like, as a family, we were like doing like like fall decorations. I guess maybe it's different, or like some pumpkins or something.
Fall's different than like a demon.
Maybe a carved pumpkin, but yeah, the demons are a little much. But I'm not going to go knock on somebody's door about it. But
No, but some of it's just like a lot. We have someone in our neighborhood. They were literally, it seemed like the whole month of October, they'd put a new piece of yard art out every day. By the time it got to Halloween, their yard was insane. This was sent to me this evening. This is someone's yard. Bro.
yeah,
That's too much.
yeah, I actually saw. Yeah, it's weird. I saw this like article online about. It kept
It
popping
keeps
up.
going.
Jeez,
Then they have a political sign, and then it keeps going.
that's absurd. This article kept popping up from like Daily News or something on my social media that it was saying this person got the cops caught on him because they had too inappropriate of decorations out in their front lawn or something. And the picture was two skeletons holding a body bag, throwing it into a 6-foot deep hole in the ground.
If you dig a grave in your front yard for Halloween, too much.
Imagine seeing that. Imagine seeing, and like from the backside of the skeletons, I think they had like some clothes on. It just actually looks like somebody's getting thrown into, like,
Bro,
and there's like some of them were like bloody, like, dude, it's like actually nasty.
Halloween brings out some idiots. It does. One time
Is he
we
allowed
were,
to vote?
One time
Who
we
knows?
were
It's a
trick or
gray
treating
area.
when I
We'll
was
never know.
young at this neighborhood, and I guess the kid had a pet snake, like a little snake,
Mm-hmm.
and it's dark, and he had a bowl of candy sitting out on the front porch for kids to come get. And he had the snake in the bowl, like for kids
The
to reach
heck?
in, but it was like, I guess his pet snake. He thought it was harmless, but he thought it was like spooky.
Thought it
Like,
was
no,
homeless?
like harmless. The snake was homeless. So he's like, all you can eat candy.
He's like, don't worry, he won't bite you. He's homeless.
Snake's just got like a Jolly Rancher sized lump in its side.
You're like, is this your pet snake? He's like, nah, he's homeless.
Dude, these
You're like,
kids
isn't that all
too.
snakes?
These kids, we set out we had to leave to take our daughter trick or treating. So Megan sits out this nice bowl with a note that just says, "Happy Halloween, please take one."
Bro, you know what's gonna happen.
These kids,
don't sit on here
have
like a 40-year-old and cry
I
about that.
knew.
You know what's
no,
happening.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Am I crying?
You know what's gonna happen,
Dude, no, listen. No, but this
I
is
was
my
surprised
issue.
it lasted as long as it did.
There you go.
That's what she said. So he goes, these like elementary school kids, they come up and I hear them on the doorbell camera. They're like, please take one. Okay, guys, just one. Like being sweet kids, whatever. They
Wait, so
run
you
away.
are still in your house though?
No, I
No,
like
our
looked back
camera
because we
alert.
were like,
Oh,
that
right,
candy
right.
was like gone in an instant. So like 5 or 6 groups of kids come up. They're being nice. Like one girl in like a prisoner outfit, which makes sense. It took 2. Then this group of middle schoolers comes up and they just clean the bowl out. There's this like overweight
that
kid.
footage?
Yeah, there's this like
That'd be
overweight.
hilarious. I'll just blur. Imagine I just blur the faces. I want to see it though. I want to
There's
see
like
it.
this-
We might not show it.
Yeah, we can show you after.
I want to see it.
You want me to show you after or now?
You can show me now. We might not show
Oh,
it.
okay. I didn't know you could find it that quick.
Take one. There's a camera.
Yeah, there's always one goody
Bro,
two
they
shoes.
cleaned the bowl out, left, and then this like chunky kid comes back and throws like a bag of chips back in the thing. Because he thought he was going to get in trouble, so he threw his worst candy back in. Look, just drops that crap.
Okay.
And then runs off.
Now we definitely can show you. Just called him chubby.
Dude, he wasn't.
I don't know. Maybe we blur the whole body.
It's going to be a big blur. Just kidding. That was probably toxic of me, but I'm
he
mad
was
at
the
the kid.
nice one, and now you're body shaming
Yeah, he
him.
literally
You're
gave
going to
you-
take Skittles and give me potato
He
chips?
gave you food.
Okay.
He gave you something.
Dude, I'm so.
We came home, and there was
You're like, why is there one single bag of chips in my bowl?
there was a single almond joy.
Oh my
in it.
gosh. So
Whatever.
somebody took the bag of chips that wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you ever get? I mean, this
That's
is
the ultimate
this
trade,
is childish
actually.
of me, I guess. Do you ever get like annoyed with somebody or really mad at something, and you just start going like, "They're fat" or something? Like you just
No.
you just get mad. Yes, you
What?
do.
No, I do not.
Like you just start
I will
insulting
not
them
just
in
in
your
the
mind.
like, no,
Insult
you don't
them.
say no. You would never say that to them, but in the back of your mind, you're like,
I do
What
not
the
just
heck?
insult like how they look. No,
You just
maybe what they're
resort
doing, but like,
I just resort to like middle school.
yeah, no.
Resort.
You're on your own with.
Is that the word?
Resort.
just
I meant resort.
Resort.
Yeah.
I was combining it with revert.
Yeah, I think revort.
I just dessert.
A revort. Back to my groove voice.
Girls.
Dude, Megan said that Megan was giving me some maybe constructive criticism tonight, but I want to know what you think.
Okay.
We went out to eat at a restaurant. We always go to this restaurant. We order our food, and they have good pickles. My whole family, we like pickles. So
Yeah,
we're
every
like,
time you guys go out to the restaurant, you're like, "Hey, extra pickles, extra pickles."
all right, chill. I'm like, can we get a side of pickles just like now when you bring the drinks that we can snack on until the food comes? They're always like, no problem. And usually they bring like a dish, like max this big of pickles. And then that's fine. Well, the last 2 times we gone, it happened last time, but that's irrelevant. It happened again today. We go and they're like, we heard your regulars here. They bring out a platter of pickles.
Like a full plate.
I'm about to show you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be like a sad story. He was like, sir, you can't order that many pickles, but I'm glad this was a happy ending.
No, it's not.
Well,
over.
it's not.
Oh, shit.
This is what they bring out.
Let's go.
Let's go is right. So we thought, and we didn't ask for that. I when I ask for the pickles, I go like this. Can we get like a side of pickles? Anyways, they bring that out, and I'm kind of like, oh, whoa, thanks. You know, like kind of laugh like you're making a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I get the bill, and they go, we ordered, because we had a group of us, we ordered 4 sides of fries. They charge us for 3 sides of fries and 1 side of like the big fry that you can like a shareable. And I was like going to pay, and I'm like, hey, can you just change this? You charge us for a big side of fries, but like really we just had 4 small ones. They're like, oh, they just ring it in like that. That's for the pickles.
Granted, the big fry is $8.50.
$8.50 for some pickles. And I'm like,
maybe we can believe it. Where were you at?
Brewburger.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
We probably won't go back because I just get annoyed and I just write people off, and maybe it's something I should work on. But
You actually won't? Dude, I feel like you love that place.
we used to, but
I
every time I
really
get
like
annoyed
it,
with
but
them now.
Blake is like that, so we probably won't go back.
Yeah.
Wow. I really enjoy that place.
I do too, but Blake will not let
Well,
us go
so
back.
look, the last time we went before this time, we were there for probably 2 hours or hour and a
That
half.
was
like
insane.
It felt forever.
Yeah.
And we had kids with us, and that's just a disaster. And then this time this happened. So I'm like, I ask, and she says that for the pickles, and I just was like, straight up, I said, I'm not paying you $8.50 for pickles. I didn't even ask for that many pickles. I just asked for a side.
What was
that's
it
free.
technically? How much was the small fry?
$2.50.
So okay. So you're like what? Like around $6
The fries
extra?
were irrelevant. I was fine paying for the fries, but anyways. So I'm like, hey,
No, I
I'm
mean,
not
but
paying for
technically
that.
He's
still
saying
owes
the
like $50.
difference that you owed for the
Yeah.
other fry.
She's like, that's what they said they had to do. I can get the manager. And I'm like, that's fine. So the manager comes over, and this is what sets me off, dude. That's like dishonest. If you have to charge for the pickles now, tell me on the front end, and then I get to decide if I want to pay that. Don't
You're right.
don't act like it's free and then take my money.
Right.
And so I was just like, hey, I didn't even ask for this. I'm not going to pay for this. And she was like, she's like, yeah, we have to charge you guys now. So I can like take it off this one time. Dude, when they are dishonest like that and then they act like they're doing me a favor, it drives me nuts.
You're like, you're fat, you're chubby, you're.
So yeah, so I was like, what are those shoes? No, no. So I was just like,
If you're just joining in,
I just said,
that was a
okay,
callback.
that just feels, what did I say? I don't know.
So it just feels like you're
You're like taking advantage
Taking
of us or
advantage
something
of
to
me.
do this. Like it's kind
That's
of
your
annoying.
that face right there. That's your like kind of frustrated, but you don't want to
Yeah.
like.
Well, I wasn't gonna tell
Isn't that his
them.
face?
I
He's
wasn't gonna
like-
not tell them how I feel. So whatever. I'm like,
mean, that's-
they walk away to fix it, and Megan was like, I'm like, am I being crazy? She's like, no, that's annoying. And so I'm like, okay. So we get in the car to come home, and I was like, was that okay? You think I was being like mean or something? And she's just like, you just handle things like different
I
than
said
I
you
would.
I
or
said no,
something.
not mean. It's just not you're just very like when you're like upset, you tell and you're like, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I feel like I'm being robbed or
So
whatever.
upfront.
And you like
just tell
use
people how
like
I feel.
very like strong imagery that I would not use.
I
but-
say like I don't know. I haven't been this upset since the last funeral I was at.
or you say like, doesn't that seem crazy to
Sure,
you?
these
Isn't
are
that
pickles.
crazy? Like
Yeah.
that seems crazy or what? And where I would have just been like,
It was
I
though.
w-
To be
I'm-
fair, the manager walks away. I said it to the waiter, and she goes, "I'm so glad you said something. I don't know what the." I'm like, "You brought me the bill, and then like
Yeah, well,
figure it out
Was the
before you."
yeah? I don't know.
But I'm not mean to
I'm
her.
not
I was
saying it
like, "Hey, this
wasn't
wasn't your
crazy.
fault, but this was. I don't like this stuff."
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am.
no,
too.
but it
Megan
was just
thinks I'm
weird because she
abrasive.
said we have to charge for the plate of pickles, and Blake was like, "Well, I didn't ask for a plate."
Yeah, which
and
makes
then I
sense.
said, "Would you do you charge for a side of pickles?" And she said, "No."
and I said, "We can get unlimited of those."
No, you did.
Beat the system.
she's
Hey,
like,
two really tiny sides of pickles for everyone at the table.
yeah, there you go. Or just say, I want that. I want as many pickles as you put on a plate, but just put in a bunch of little cups.
With lids, so we can take them to go if we don't want. But I don't know. I just get annoyed with that. And yeah, maybe I'm direct. I tried to take an
like-
Enneagram test recently.
Oh,
I
yeah?
took 2. Probably spent 40 minutes going through, thinking through. I got to the end of the first one, and it tried to charge me $2 to see my results. And I was like, what? It didn't say anything about that up front. I go to a different website. I take it, spend another like 15, 20
Dude,
minutes. Tries
rookie.
to charge me $2.
Rookie, you got to check before, dude. You
It
gotta
never
ask
said
around.
anything. And I never got
That's
my results.
the scam. That's the scam.
I
You
never
fell
got
for
my
it
results.
twice.
That's the pickles.
I've never had to pay for my Enneagram results.
Well, send me
Yes.
your website. I
Also-
don't know what I am.
Who am I? Also, that reminds me. Do you guys think that the job application process or like the hiring process as a whole, not the job application specifically, but the hiring process as a whole in America right now is like valid? And I know a lot of companies are like different versus how big they are, how small they are, whatever. But
Like, do you
like
think
just
it's-
the average hiring process, do you think it's like too much or too little. I don't really think I have a specific stance on it, but I just want to.
Do you mean too much or too little
Like
in terms
time
of
that
what
you're
you
putting
have to,
into it.
or do you mean does it skew too much personality and not enough work experience, or what do you?
I mean, maybe a little both, but like right now I'm just thinking more time. Because like right now, if let's say I want to go for a job
Yeah.
and they give me hours and hours and hours of work, if I really want that job, yeah, I'm probably going to put some time to it. But even if I really want the job, I don't know that I'm going to get that time back by getting the job.
I think
or
it
getting
depends
the
on the company. My company was pretty good about it. I had like one interview and then a follow up, and then they offered me the job. Some places will do like 5 interviews or something. They'll make you interview with, like, if it's a smaller company, especially, you might have an initial interview. They like you have an interview with another member of the team. Then you have an interview with a partner, and then you like it's like they're trying to be very judicious with like the people that they let in, because like each personality is so impactful in the organization. I think the bigger companies sometimes you don't.
Right. And maybe it's not like I'm not like mad at it, because I think I do appreciate, like, there's a side of me like that appreciates that, because like they care who they're letting in.
Yeah.
But I guess like I had a job where I applied, I sent in my application, they sent me back a short questionnaire over email. I answered that questionnaire. It wasn't long, maybe like 20 minutes, but it's like typed out answers kind of thing, like paragraph and each one or whatever. Send that back in, then Zoom call, like first interview, do the interview. They say, okay. And each time they're emailing you back, next process, next step to this process, whatever. Then they sent me a longer list of questions about like a different subject. Sent that in. They said yes. Then they said, okay, we love what we've seen so far. Here's a project. So then I put, and now I'll start giving you timestamps. So the other stuff was like shorter, like let's say like 15 to 30 minutes. Now we're looking at, they wanted me to create, so like obviously I'm in the creative kind of industry, so they wanted me to create a creative brief about a project if I were to go about that project. Yeah. It took me around 3 hours. I put a lot of time into it. I really tried to do it. Sent that in. They said, we love it. Let's put you on to the next step. Next step, they wanted me to take 5 different tests. One was the Enneagram test, and the other ones were different personality tests. They gave estimated times below the test. Each one was like 40 to 45 minutes. One was like an hour 15. It added up to like 5 some hours. This was like 3 weeks into the interview process, and I'm like, do I appreciate it, or am I just like, this is too much because you haven't even like offered me a job?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sounds like you're applying to a church or something. The way that they're just
yeah, it was crazy,
eating up your time without worrying about it.
But
they,
I wasn't worried about it. It was just like something that I was like,
I am a believer that like, yeah, if you want to interview me, and then have me interview with someone else, and then by that point you like me enough that you want me to do a sample project, you need to pay an hourly rate for that project.
Yeah.
Like you can't, like, because I could do the project and you could just not hire me, and that's wasted time. Like, you need to have some skin in the game if you get to that point with somebody that even you set the hourly rate, pay me $30 an hour or something for a 5-hour project, and say or a flat rate, like just, you know, something low that you at least are paying something to where I'm not out everything. I just do this.
I'm not like super opposed to do those types of things throughout a hiring process. I've done that before. I've done it where I've had to edit real footage. Like they're like, okay, you're going to be editing on our team. Here's footage. This is what we haven't, this is like our idea, like cut something together. And I haven't been paid for that in the past. And like, yeah, it kind of like is, and actually for the specific job I'm thinking of right now, I edited the video and I didn't get it was like more of a contract freelance job, but I didn't end up getting it, and they didn't pay me. And so like, it didn't necessarily like, I wasn't like, gosh, I wish I would have been paid for the couple hours that I spent on that. But at the same time, maybe there is something there, because it's like, yes, they're saying you should invest in us and put the time, because we'll then like give you a position. But at the same time, it's like they could also invest the little bit of hourly in you, because then they'd be getting your skill level. Like,
yeah, and you can't assume that everyone applying for the job is not employed at that time. So they have to like carve out time to find this. You're not just hiring unemployed people that have all the time in the world.
I do think it's weird if that was like an actual thing, like you said, that they were working on, and you did
And
work
the
for
one
them
I'm-
and they used
No,
it?
for the one I'm thinking of, they didn't use mine because
They just go through applicants to get their work done.
that'd be
and then-
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I
They
mean.
they didn't use mine, but they did end up using the person who got the position.
Oh, okay, well, that's a little bit better. But like, 'cause, like when I've been hired, because like it's really popular, similarly with programming positions, that they have you do some type of programming exercise in the interview process. But typically, in my experience, it's very streamlined. Like everybody gets the exact same
Yeah.
problem thing that you have to do, and obviously they're not using that in any way.
Yeah, no.
And then you just review it with somebody to like talk through your thought process,
Yeah.
which is like, sure. And and similarly, they'll be like, don't spend more than 5 hours on this or something like that. If you're basically if you're spending more than that on this, you're not good enough.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I read an application today, and I've always been kind of like, what's the point of a cover letter? I think it's like a nice gesture, and it kind of gives you a personality in
agree.
the sense that they speak, but like it doesn't like I want to look at your portfolio like ultimately, but a resume and portfolio is kind of where I'd spend most of the time. But this person included a cover letter, and like I don't think a cover letter can
Basically just buttering you up.
I don't
like,
think a cover letter can like get you the job necessarily. It's like a nice icing on the cake, but boy, can it ruin the experience.
that's what I'm like.
I read this cover letter. There were more typos than those hate comments we were reading.
Gosh.
It was insane. I got to the end of it and it was like, it said like, I hope that I don't know. It said something about like basically wanting the opportunity. I know I don't have as much experience as others, but I hope I can have the opportunity and grow in that through working at, and they listed the wrong company.
They were just applying for a bunch of different applications.
incredible.
I
Yeah.
know. I mean, I was like having to like really focus there were so many typos.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like, what do you
having
have to be typing on to not have some sort of autocorrect?
Yeah, run that thing through Apple
Yeah, at
Intelligence.
least give you a red line underneath.
You don't even need Grammarly
No,
or something like
Mike's
that.
colorblind. At least look at the squiggles.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't even need like a third party website to punch that through. That's just basic
Word.
Yeah.
Apple intelligence.
Yeah, because I looked and I'm like, because at the end of he listed the other company
Was this
name.
handwritten? And
The other company name was an acronym, and at first I was like, "Oh, I love acronyms. What's this?" And I had to look in further, and then I found out it was not.
It's just like
not the
it's just like a
It was
picture.
definitely something you just. I mean, a lot of people do that. They'll write a cover letter, and ideally, you switch out the company names and the nuances of what the role would be.
Yeah, but he didn't do that. Yeah.
They did not do that.
Yeah.
Just
so
left insert company name.
yeah, parentheses.
It's like a AI generated cover letter.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. Just don't think it's going to be a good fit.
You can go ahead and tell him now. Or her.
Nah. We'll figure it out.
Give him a call.
You can always tell with like a. I feel bad too because it was for an intern role, and you always want to give interns opportunities. And I was the same way. When you get your first internship, you have very little experience, so that's not really the knock. But I do remember times where like you want to make yourself sound as good as possible, so you're listing everything you've ever done in design. Where like it's like experience. You're like, I did a logo one time.
For a friend. Yeah.
I designed an article one time, but it was a lot of just very specifics. But I was the same way when I was first starting out. But I guess you don't get experience until someone gives you an opportunity to get experience. So I get it. But write that down.
Write that down.
Cool. Did you have something else that you were waiting? Did we already talk about it? The thing you were like this week?
I don't think. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna have to.
You're welcome.
I don't know if I wrote it down. Honestly, I think I remember it. But I just want to make sure I have it right. But no, yeah. Ethan and I were talking. Was it like 2 days ago or something? I don't know. You guys were at the dinner or at the table. We were eating dinner.
Where? At my house?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shoot. I might mess this up. I think it was something along the lines of. Oh no, I got it. So we were talking about it was the day before Halloween, or Day after. What day was that?
Probably
2 days
2 days
before.
before.
2 days before Halloween. Yes, because it was.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah, when you guys were coming over. Okay. So Jesse and Ethan were over, and I just got done with a workout. You guys were about to come home. They were eating, and we were talking about different Halloween candy because they just watched our Halloween app, like and subscribe. And we were going back and forth on which candy was the best, like during Halloween. But then Ethan brought up a good point. He said, which holiday has the best candy? Because then you have to put the candy in categories.
Candy or food?
Candy, 100%. We were talking about candy.
Oh, I actually at first I was like Halloween's the candy holiday,
feel like
but
it's
I
an
got
interesting question.
I got some good thoughts.
But
now, I
but
think.
that's what I'm saying though. You have to there has to be some guidelines. Like you have to put.
Yeah.
You can't just say Halloween because Halloween's all candy. Like you have to put it in like, okay, no, this is like Halloween specific candy. This is Easter. This is
What is-
What
Christmas.
is
St.
Halloween
Patrick's
specific
Day.
candy then?
What is it?
I don't know. I mean, if you're quoting The Office, St. Patrick's Day is the closest the Irish will get to Christmas. But I don't really know. What did you ask?
I said, did you decide what is Halloween specific candy?
I mean, I think to us it was like the normal
Chocolate.
Like
chocolates.
a Reese's pumpkin.
Chocolates.
The normal chocolates, yes. Like a Hershey's bar, M&M's.
Reese's pumpkin.
But to that point,
Do
Halloween
Oreos count as candy?
Halloween gets
oh
my
no,
vote.
that's a cookie. That's a cookie. That's a cookie.
Oh,
No,
Halloween,
that's a
they
cookie.
gotta
No,
That's a dessert.
that's a cookie. It's a cookie. But
I still think Halloween I would pick.
Nah, I have a better pick, I think.
I do as well.
Do you want me to say it?
I don't know if we have the same answer. I would say it at the same time.
I think there's
No,
two.
are you going to go Christmas because of the strawberry things? You said you.
That's not
No,
Christmas.
I
no,
thought you
because
said
the
you
only
did it on
thing, the only
Christmas.
thing,
Oh, no, that
from-
was the caramel.
the only thing from Christmas
Yeah.
that I really like.
Said
Well,
something.
yes, the caramels were from Christmas,
Yeah.
but that is just. I don't know if we have to buy a house to get those, or if she
yeah.
brings them every year
Maybe
because we
I'll
bought a house.
I'll call her and see if she can give me the recipe.
If you're listening,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we can afford another house right now, but we do want more.
Another.
We do want more
We could pay you
condos.
for
I almost
caramels.
said more caramels, huh?
I said we could pay you for caramels.
Yeah.
We could probably afford
We can
those.
pay you in caramel.
If we refinance, will you give us?
Pay you in blocks.
Good meme.
No, but I like the caramels. I don't think it'd be candy, but I do like the Williams Sonoma peppermint bark. Maybe it is candy, kind of.
Oh, are you choosing Christmas?
I'm not. And then I think Thanksgiving, but I think Thanksgiving's more dessert,
Okay,
not
so
really
let's say it
candy.
together.
Easter.
Yep. Okay.
Why
Yeah.
Easter?
Yes. I agree.
Because
100%.
of two things. Starburst jelly beans and sweet tart jelly beans.
Oh my goodness. Sweet tart jelly beans literally might have changed my life.
I forgot. I would have probably put them in my Mount Rushmore.
Dude, maybe me too. And on top of that, just stack them on top. What I did put in my Mount Rushmore is Reese's, and what I would have put in my Mount Rushmore is the egg Reese's, dude.
Not
Dude.
Peeps.
No,
Not Peeps.
no.
I'm not picking Easter
Peeps
Street
are a
for jelly
disgrace.
beans.
Egg Reese cups are so good.
You got Reese's pumpkins on Halloween over here.
Bro.
No, they're different.
Little bunny, little chocolate bunny rabbit.
There you go, dude. Easter
What I
is
don't
the
like,
best.
I wish that boy was solid. I'll pinch an ear off, and that thing's hollow as can be.
Yeah.
That chocolate's never that good though.
Well, because you eat it the next year. Nobody eats it that year.
Facts.
You
Nobody's act-
always eat chocolate Easter bunnies a year out of date.
So are they that good?
Nobody's
No, because I don't want to
actually-
ruin the art of it.
Nobody's actually ever tried a fresh chocolate bunny. It's just always the year later.
No. It's crazy that Peeps are like as big as they are. Them things awful.
Yeah, Peeps almost killed Easter for me.
It's like it's just a grittier marshmallow.
Peeps are just like what you put in your mouth to say like, "Oh, I ate a peep on Easter," like what Megan was saying
The
that one
candy
time.
corn. I will say one time we made s'mores with
just
Peeps.
for if people ask.
Peeps are.
I eat a ball of sugar just so if people ask, I say I did.
Peeps are just a thing you eat so that you can just walk around and say, "I ate a peep on Easter."
And they're like, we can tell you're still chewing it.
There's blue all over your mouth.
Like, We can tell your breath smells like Eimer's glue.
Eimers, Elmer's.
Elmer's.
Have you always thought the L was an I?
Oh, I just missaid it.
That's all right.
Oh my
Sometimes
gosh.
we
dude.
missay things.
No,
Like when I said sometimes I get mad and I just think about if like people's physical flaws. That was a total joke.
Yeah.
the whole
All
podcast is a
jokes.
joke.
All jokes.
Yeah, it
all
is a
jokes, all
joke.
jokes.
The podcast is a joke.
Yeah. Like that chubby guy.
I do think Easter's a good pick, though,
Grabbed your-
for real.
Or that threw your chips in the bowl. Gave you chips.
That chubby guy, he was a kid at best.
Sorry. At best? What was he if he wasn't at best?
A boy. Or
Is a boy
not, I
less
don't
than
know.
a kid?
Yeah. Nah.
No.
Kid is just ungendered.
Yeah. I don't want to get into
Why
the whole
that cracked
gender
me up?
thing.
That cracks me up. But yes, Easter 100% the pick, and specifically for me, sweet tart jelly beans and the Reese's eggs.
Yeah, and I loved Starburst jelly beans, but I think Sweet Tarts beat it for me.
100% for me too.
I like the matte coating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like lemon stuff. And like
Yeah.
a yellow lemon Sweet Tart jelly bean can hit almost as hard as a lemon head.
What's funny, a lot of people go for the Starburst. I think Starburst would be 3 for me in jelly bean category. I think it goes sweet tart,
Nerds.
nerds.
I don't know if I've had the Nerds ones,
They're amazing.
but I like
Talk
the
about-
Nerds clusters.
Talk about texture. Dude, they're like a solid shell and they're like
They crunchy.
very like
Do they have
almost
Nerds on the
bubbly.
outside?
No, it's like coated. It looks like the nerds are
It
on
kinda
the inside,
looks
but
like
it's
it.
coated.
Like it's got a growth on it.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
That makes them sound kind of nasty, but yeah. They're very the texture and like the crunch. I think is what I enjoy a lot about them, but the taste is good too.
I like that.
Of course, the taste is
Wow.
good.
I like that.
Have you actually never had them? They're good.
I don't think so.
You try them.
My mom always bought the Starburst ones, and then Megan always buys the Sweet Tarts ones.
Did we do? We just passed by Easter. We didn't even do like a special ep or anything.
Just like a He Is Risen app.
Wait, what?
Did we even say he is risen?
He is risen indeed.
Wait, what? What holidays have we passed over and just not even mentioned?
St.
Like 4th of
Patrick's Day.
July.
Yeah, we didn't even set off a
No, we
firework
were.
in
Well,
here.
that was a rough time. That was. We were trying to keep
Oh,
the
yeah.
streak alive. We had like both on vacation at the same time, so we had a part 3.
We did New Year's.
We did New Year's, but I think the biggest one we missed is we
I feel
missed
like
Easter.
the-
We could have been
nah,
trying
but-
jelly beans.
Yeah, that's true. The major holidays are kind of back half stacked.
for sure. But we could have been trying the best holiday for candy.
I kind of low key don't consider 4th of July a major holiday. That might be crazy, but like
We missed Easter.
it's hit or miss on celebrating. I'm kind of have a weird relationship with fireworks now. I just kind of get annoyed by them sometimes, even though they're
Wow,
fun,
you're getting annoyed by everything.
but I guess
Is that just like
pickles.
comes with getting old?
Yeah, old age. I think.
Old age.
But
Good
yeah,
old
maybe we'll do
age.
something for Thanksgiving. We'll eat a turkey or some kind of vegan option for our listeners if you like and subscribe. And then
Subscribe if you're vegan.
something for Christmas. And then we'll see where we're at.
We'll see if we're at 500 subscribers or not.
All right, Megan, you got a GTK TB.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, the question is, what song always gets you out on the dance floor?
Oh.
Okay.
Do you go like line dance song or do you go just vibe song?
Do you know line dances? Were you
know,
talking about like the
like electric
normal
slide
electric?
and
Okay.
like cha-cha slide, all the slides.
Are those? I guess they're technically line dances.
Cupid shuffle, the wobble.
Ooh, the wobble's a good one.
Get in there. Yeah, yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah, yeah. Harmony.
Yeah, yeah.
Get in there. Yeah, yeah. No, you stay low. Get in there.
I went high then low.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even know what's the harmony to that, Megan.
We looked it up today.
I have to.
The harmony can either be
be like,
3/5 above or
in there.
below the note.
Okay, hold on. Try it again.
Can you sing?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Is that harmony or is
I
that
don't
just the
know.
lower
It
octave?
might have just been the lower octave.
That's the problem. I think
You
a lot of
sing
people
it. Do
think
it.
harmony
Do
is
it.
just higher and lower. I don't know harmony.
No,
I
you
can't
just
do
sing
it.
and I'll harmonize off you.
Oh, you'll harmonize?
Yeah.
Harmonies?
Yeah.
You'll harmonies?
Yes.
You're speaking
I'm
harmony.
harmonies.
Yeah. You want me to stay there?
Yeah.
Get in there. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe.
Tell us if we're on to something. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Wobble's a good one.
I think I don't want to go line dance though. I think it's too predictable.
Yeah, I don't really know a specific song because specific song, if it could,
I know Megan's.
people could judge you off that.
Megan's is Low by Flo Rida. I know that. That's a good one. I'm going to go
Nice.
Party in the USA.
That gets you on the dance floor?
No. Bad pick.
I thought that was going to be.
Bad pick. Bad pick. Bad
Why is
pick.
that a bad pick?
That isn't an easy song to dance to. You just throw your hands up.
Yeah, Party in the USA.
What? This is not the YMCA. Who does that?
People do.
I do.
I've never seen people at weddings go, USA.
Oh, I have.
Well,
Maybe it's just us.
Just an order.
give us
thing.
some songs.
Give you some songs.
Give me some songs if I'm going to get dogged on for Party in the USA.
Yeah, give us some songs.
No, it's if you are at a wedding and they start playing this song, you're like, ooh, I gotta go out there. You don't have one on top of your head?
No.
Or if they say,
I don't
like,
think
sometimes,
so.
like, we just RSVP'd for a wedding and they were like, any song requests? Like, what
I
are
have
you
had that,
what
but
are
I
you
just never put
requesting?
anything.
You don't put anything?
No.
These are all slow.
Well, it's just me. Me and Low by Flo Rida were.
Yeah, I don't know why Party
Ride or
in the
die.
USA is a bad.
It's not bad. It's just like,
What's the one? Is it Cupid Shuffle where it's like slide to the left? No, that's
the
Electric
cha-cha.
Slide.
That's the cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha slide.
Cupid Shuffle is like. Dun, 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 dun,
Maybe that's it. I like
one's
that
good.
one. That one's such a vibe.
Yeah, you can. What's it called? No. What's our song?
Our song.
Not our song. Our song.
Yeah, I
when
don't-
we did our little dance to at Jesse's wedding.
Oh, Rick Astley?
Oh yeah,
Never gonna give
Never
you
gonna
up?
give
Yep.
you up.
that one.
Play the footage. Yeah. There's no. What's he say? There's no distance to love. Something. I said there's no distance to love. That doesn't make sense.
Mine's really just any like
Mm-hmm.
Flo Rida, T-Pain.
Yeah.
Dang, you hood.
I'll be out there.
Yo, who it is, girl?
Dang, that girl hood for real.
Lip gloss. That one's a good one.
Are you a dancer at a wedding typically? Like you get out there and tear
Yeah,
it
I'll
up?
go and dance it up.
All right.
I'll dance it down, dance it up.
Yeah. All right.
Dance it here, dance it there,
Episode 45.
dance it everywhere.
We haven't said it already. Like and subscribe. We're on our way to 500
Like and subscribe.
subs.
If we don't get there, we're stopping. We're selling
Comment
everything.
down below. A lot of the comments have been around different things.
Yeah.
And mostly like sock brands and things like that. It is cold down in the basement. We're probably gonna keep our socks on.
Yeah, I don't think we can go barefoot.
So, but you know, if we get into late December, we're not at 500. We'll figure it.
Nah, maybe just you. I don't think I can show that much skin.
All right, episode 45. Peace out.